Hey everyone, welcome to Mountain Beast Mysteries. It's been a while since I've been out in the wilderness looking for Bigfoot. The UFO thing kind of really had a hold of my attention, so I've been really getting into that, as you can probably tell on the channel, but now we're back out in the wilderness trying to find evidence of the mythical creature known as Sasquatch. I've been out here for a few days now, and it's been super hot. Like, it got up to 36 degrees Celsius. But there were just some storms that rolled through, and it rained quite a bit. And I'm hoping that's it for the night, but I'm out here along the shores of the North Saskatchewan River. It's where David Thompson, the famous explorer and map maker, traveled all the way to Jasper National Park, where he supposedly documented Bigfoot tracks in his journal. Supposedly they came upon a trackway, and he actually documented it. So that was along this river. Yeah, every night I've been out watching the sky with my night vision, trying to capture any weird anomalies or light orbs or, you know, things of that nature, but there hasn't really been anything too weird yet. This place is good. Like, there's Bigfoot encounters and sightings that happen not too far from here, near a place called Lodgepole, and there's also been UFO activity, like, right along the river, basically. So this is a good spot to investigate both mysteries, both Bigfoot and the UFO mystery. I was out the other night along the shore near the water, and I saw like these weird flashes of light, and I'm like, what the heck is that? Is that like orbs or something? But it turned out it was just fireflies. There's a whole bunch of fireflies down by the water at night. So at first I didn't know what I was seeing. I thought I was imagining it, but then it clicked that it was probably fireflies, and it was. So gotta be careful. Don't want to get carried away, get too excited, and then start saying fireflies are paranormal orbs. I'm out for an extended period of time. I want to find some Bigfoot evidence. I would love to find and cast tracks. There hasn't been evidence lately that's come out that rivals the evidence that came out back in like the 70s and 80s, and like back in the 60s, and even into the 90s. Like, I just feel like the quality of evidence isn't what it used to be. There was a lot of really notable discoveries back in the day, like, you know, the things like the Skookum casts, and like even just the track casts that were made from back when like the Four Horsemen were around, like Rene Dahinden and Peter Byrne. The evidence back then, the tracks were much better quality. Like, they had dermal ridges in them. They were like legit. You could tell that it was a Bigfoot track. And now a lot of the track evidence that comes out, it's like really hard to see that the track with definition like that, you know? They're very questionable, the stuff you see online that people are finding. You're like, well, you're kind of reaching if you think that's a track. In a lot of cases, that's what I'm thinking. Like, you'll see people post pictures of tracks, and you really have to squint to make it out. But back in the day, they were getting these track casts that were just like clear and crisp, like the tracks recovered from the Paddy film site, the Patterson footage, and evidence like that, like the film footage. We don't get anything like that anymore. The quality keeps getting worse. You know, more cameras out in the wilderness than ever before, and we're not getting nearly as good quality. So yeah, nothing has really changed in the world of Bigfoot in the online community with the sharing of evidence, other than it's getting worse, I feel. You know, and with the rise of the AI software, video evidence and photo evidence isn't going to cut it for very much longer. And I've always wanted to like get like high resolution video footage of Sasquatch, and we're going to need the physical evidence to go along with it too, or at least the trace evidence. It would have to be a situation like with the Patterson footage, where you get the footage and you also can recover tracks. So it would have to be a situation like that, not just a piece of footage from really far away that you can't really verify, you know? So, yeah, I'm going to see what happens while I'm out here. I guess I'm kind of doing the habituation thing where I just stay in one spot and see if anything comes into this location, you know? And there's a few areas around here I want to hike out and like venture out and explore these other areas just to see what I can find. There's a creek that runs along the one side of my camp that flows into the North Saskatchewan, and I want to walk up there and see if there's any tracks or anything like that. I always want to check those riverbeds because it's easy for something to leave tracks behind. Yeah, but other than that, there's nothing to report. It's been a quiet few days, and you know, the alien stuff is on my mind as well. So like every night I like to go out there, and it's been clear the last few nights. Like it's been quite clear so you could see everything, but it's a bit cloudy right now. Hopefully it clears up and, you know, something weird comes along, but the search continues. But will we get results? That is the question. We're going to find out here on Mountain Beast Mysteries. Thanks for watching. During the day when the sun is shining, it's like not that bad, but the trees around the camp are so tall and creepy. And like the whole camp is surrounded by like foliage and shrubs that are like shoulder height. So it's very easy for something to sneak up if it wanted to. Luckily, the river's not too loud. It's pretty quiet and pretty calm. So I can still kind of hear things. You know, if anything is walking around close to the camp, I'll be able to hear it. But Sasquatch is known to use the terrain to its advantage, whether it be a river, you know, using the sound of the water to mask its movements, the sounds of its movements, or using like the actual shape and, you know, geography to stay concealed and hidden. I have the high ground though, so that's my advantage. I'm just out at the water, watching the sky, watching the other side of the river. I got the night vision binoculars set up on a tripod, and I guess I'm just gonna wait, see what happens. It's almost completely dark out. You can kind of see the sky there. And with any luck, we'll have some strange visitors. I've been listening to an audiobook on alien abduction. And I really have to stop doing that when I'm out at these places alone, because I get creeped out. Like, I used to be at a point where I could come out to these places and I wouldn't really get scared. But ever since all that UFO stuff started happening, I get scared again now. I get kind of creeped out. So, the bugs are bad still. But I'm just going to sit or stand and wait and see what happens. So if anything does occur, I guess I'll just start filming and we'll go from there.